still risking it. Now, when it comes specifically to the polio vaccine, there are theoretically these pauses that have been set up in specific areas. And then within those specific areas where these pauses are meant to be lasting for, a day or two or three or however long it is deemed to take, there are numerous points as well as mobile points that people are able to go to actually receive the polio vaccine itself. But it is extraordinarily challenging. It is very, very difficult, even under the best of conditions, to undertake a vaccination campaign, this wide and this broad. And frankly, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope the doctor that I was speaking to is wrong, but he was saying that he doesn't really believe that it is going to be all that successful, and that the fact that Israel is allowing this to proceed is just a smokescreen so that it can sort of continue to push forward this narrative of, oh, but we're allowing humanitarian assistance. Look, we allowed the polio vaccine to happen, and not really address the sort of bigger picture issues when it comes to the reality that humanitarian assistance is barely trickling into Gaza, that the levels of aid that we're able to provide to the people have diminished significantly, and that the number of people in need has grown drastically, and that people are being crushed into the smaller and smaller space. I mean, the conditions there, Amy, are inhumane. People there aren't living. They're barely surviving. And there are alternative routes that Israel can provide for aid organizations to be able to get assistance to the people. I'll give you one example. So we were talking about the lack of hygiene kits and soap in the southern and central part of Gaza. Now, the southern and central part of Gaza is, for example, receiving fresh vegetables on the commercial market. What this means is that most people can't afford them, but we as aid organizations can purchase them, albeit prices are quite astronomical, and deliver fresh food parcels to the people. Now, in the north of Gaza, there is no vegetables on the commercial market, but ironically, hygiene kits are getting into the north. What we are not permitted to do is move vegetables from the south to the north where they're needed, or hygiene kits from the north to the south. And this is just one sort of example of the various different hurdles and obstacles that are deliberately being placed in our way.